Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. All right. All right, guys. Robert Martinez. Everybody knows me as Bobby. Just didn't play too good just last match and exited out of the 2017 U.S. Amateur Championship here in Palm Harbor. Strokers. Did the best I could, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Would have liked to have had a few shots back. You know, missed that 9-ball. That was a crucial game. But anyway, on to this match here. We've got a couple of guys from Canada. We've got Nope. We've got Mike Leigh, and Pascal Guimond. Pascal is currently sitting down, and Mike is at the table. So it looks like they start off playing 9-ball, and Mike made a ball and elected to play safe right out the gate. Not too familiar with Pascal. I think he may be a league operator or there in Canada, but looks like he's from Quebec and a pretty solid player to make it this far. 36 years old. Looks like he elected to play safe back and tied the 1 up, leaving Mike a pretty difficult long shot there. I don't foresee him trying to play this combination, regardless of how much he looks at it. It's doesn't look like a very good opportunity to. He's probably going to kick at it, or maybe just thin the ball. Yeah, he's just thinning the ball, playing safe right back at him. Leaked out a little bit. Pascal could probably play cross bank, or maybe just clip the 1, drift up table by the 7 and the 6. Yeah, he elected to float the ball up, but he hit the 7. So, not that it's going to cost him anything. However, Mike may elect to shoot the 1 just past the 8 there and stick him right behind the 8. I'm sure that's something he's looking at. It's not exactly an easy shot with the distance that he has to perform that shot, but these guys make it this far pretty much in tune with what's going on. Of course, underneath those bright lights, it can get a little tricky, as I just experienced. He's rearing back. It looks like he may be shooting this combo. No. He's playing another safe, but it leaked out. He didn't get in that group of balls like he wanted. Not the end of the world. Not exactly selling out just yet, but Pascal's got his work cut out for him on this table. He's got a small window. Not only does he have to make the 1, but come back down between the 5 and the 9. If he elects to go that route, if he force follows, yeah, he's coming back between the 5 and the 9. But this table is rolling a little faster than with the bright lights on it. It's rolling a couple inches further than you would normally, than some of these other tables that are playing on. I think he rolled just right, though. It looks like he's got a good line on the ball. Yeah, he hit that ball real good, so he's back in gear here and got a slight little angle on the 3, but he'll just drift up table right by the head spot. He went a little further than I thought he would. Probably a little further than he'd liked. Well, I'll tell you guys, it is a little difficult to see which ball is which. Some balls you think they're the 8, but they're actually the 4. So you're just going to have to forgive us a little bit and hope that we, doing the best we can with what we're working with. A nice little draw stroke there on the 5. The 6 is the top ball there. It's probably going to come 2 rails. Yep, 1, 2, back around. Gives himself a nice little angle. He's not straight in. He can go to the side rail, help himself get back for the 9. He's in a good spot right here. Didn't have to do anything tricky. Everything's fairly natural. Nice little stroke on it. He's not straight in, but it's workable. I mean, he's going to probably have to use a bridge, get the crutch out, and to help pocket this ball. Notice how he's bracing that bridge down on the table. I think that's important personally. You need to keep that bridge stable. You do not want that bridge to be moving out from underneath you. It's always good to place the hand on top of the bridge stick and keep it firmly planted on the table. And so Pascal gets out of that rack and he's up 1-0 on Mike. I'm sure these guys have come across each other a time or two in the past. Oh, it's 1-0 here. We're at Strokers Billiards, U.S. Amateur Championship 2017, Palm Harbor, Florida. If you've never been out here, folks, it is really nice. This is the second time I've been out here and just thoroughly enjoyed myself. The people are great. The hospitality is great. Tables are top-notch. I mean, everybody's real friendly. I mean, can't ask for a better event. If you've never played in this thing before, you ought to try it out, get qualified, and get on out here. Oh, he drew the ball right in the corner pocket. That is going to give Mike ball in hand and a nice open table. Surveying the land, seeing what he needs to do, where's any little problems, making transition from one ball to another. Once he figures it out, I'm sure he'll be going to work pretty quickly. Looks like he pocketed the 1, and not so sure he likes. I mean, it's a workable angle, but he might have wanted. Yeah, see, he missed that 2 ball because it wasn't exactly what he wanted to float down for the 3, and he had to do something a little funny that he wouldn't normally do. Pascal played a little cross bank safety right there. He's going to float right behind that ball And Mike's not going to like what he's walking up to. Mike's looking for a 2-row kick. Made contact. And looks like the ball's going to float out. I'm sure he wanted to play it a little bit, hit that ball just a little bit more full, and send it down table, leaving the cue ball up there. Yeah, he's shaking his head. I think he knows he should have made that shot right there. But the position on the 3 was not very good, so it's not the ideal spot that he wants to be in. Mike made a nice shot, floating down for the 3. That's good. Floated a little further than he'd like, I'm sure. But something he'd still work with. I mean, he can go into the 9 if need be to help him. Yeah, he drew the ball to avoid the traffic. Only problem is you go up table and he got a really lengthy shot. Now he's over the 7 and having to try to control the cue ball. It just raises the degree of difficulty on this. Yeah, it makes it really tough on that shot right there. He may have gotten away with it with that 7 ball in the way. It's definitely gonna raise the degree of difficulty to make this shot. If the 4 even passes the 7, he might have got away with something there. If the 4 doesn't pass the 7, Pascal ought to consider, in my opinion, cross banking the 4 and playing safe. Nope, the 4 did pass through there. It's a nice shot. Got himself a little bit stuck up over the 8 there. But he is shooting at an open ball with a clear path, so hopefully his mechanics are good. He should be all right. He's readjusting, making sure that he's got the actual shot that he wants to shoot. Hit that firm. He hit it firm, but made a good shot. Just didn't get the position he wanted. Looks like he's going to end up having to play it safe from here. Not exactly what he wanted to do, but sometimes you're just going to have to readjust.
Table assignment for Don Kreischer, table 9.
Depending how close these balls are, he may end up, I don't know if I like that. I think he needs to thin it the other way. Go towards the side pocket and spin it towards the 8 and the 9. Spin the cue ball. If you don't do that, then let's see if I can get a better angle, see what he's looking at here. Well, he's going right towards that corner pocket. He was able to Made a really nice shot there, all things considered. Left the cue ball down on the end rail. 7-ball stayed on the top rail. And Mike's coming to the table wondering why he got such a bad deal out of the situation. Looks like he's eyeballing it up. Probably going to try to thin it, cut it to the left. Or bank it one rail back towards his bottom left pocket. Nope, he's thinning it to the right, trying to play safe back at him. And there's nothing wrong with that shot if you hit it extremely thin. He caught a little too much of it, so obviously moved the ball to the right. The cue ball came 2 rails to the right, so Pascal's coming to the table with a very makeable shot with natural position to come 2 rails, and most likely will be shooting the 8 in the bottom left corner pocket. Oh, he didn't feel comfortable with it. It was a very makeable shot, and I think he knows that. And then again, like I said, underneath those bright lights, it's a whole nother ball game. You think you think it may be easy. Come give it a shot. And there's 127 other guys, 64 women. Is that correct, Alvin? 64.
And they are hungry.
Yes.
They're hungry. I'm talking.
How many women participate? Is it
32 on this one.
Oh, it's 32.
Yeah,
okay.
this year.
128 men, 32 women.
But the women can also open the open event. It's not the men's, it's the open event.
I got you.
If they want to play up against the guys, they can.
I got you.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
This is the first year they've done that, the APA.
It's a very nice shot on Mike.
1-0 here. We're, man, Bobby, you're running the ship really good here, buddy.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Sure you're giving them good advice on their
Well,
as I run around and do technical stuff.
Yeah, we're tied up at 1 now. Yeah, there was a little safety battle and a couple shots missed that I think Pascal missed an open 7-ball that he'd like to have back. But as in life, we have to keep moving on.
Yes, we do. So we are at the U.S. Amateur Championships here at Strokers Palm Harbor. And check out the updates on the U.S. Amateur Championship site. And the brackets are at compusport.ca. There's also an app for the Apple, I believe.
Yep.
I would assume that Android as well.
Yes, it's on both. I have an Android, so I definitely know it's on Android. It's a good app, I mean, we use it quite a bit, especially in Vegas for Masters and or even ACS. So I mean, we did it. I like CompuSport. I like that app.
That's awesome that they update it as they go. I mean, it's literally as soon as they click the button, it's there.
Yeah, there's no drag.
See how our Canadian friends here, they came a long way to be here, I'll tell you that. It's real far from Florida to Canada.
You don't say, eh?
It's a heck of a, yeah, I've been up there. I've filmed some events up there.
Yeah, I've actually have been to Canada twice.
Interesting place.
During my
completely different
truck
than
driving
America.
days. Yeah.
Completely different.
Their speed limit is kilometers, I mean, it's different.
Good people there.
Yes.
Everybody was really nice. Calm, very calm. Everyone's very calm. Nobody gets upset about anything. Nobody gets too worked up. Just,
yeah.
it's okay. Everything's okay. Hey, everything's going to be. Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Well, that was a nice shot that Pascal made from the 2 to the 3. And went 2 rails, got straight in on the 3. He plays a pretty solid game from what I've seen so far. You know, I mean, he makes a few mistakes, but it hasn't been too many. Like I said, he missed that 7 ball. It was an open shot that I guess he just didn't feel comfortable with. But so far, he's making quick work of this rack right here.
Yeah, he played a match earlier in the tournament. I got to stream it. Yeah, he's a good player.
He looks a little bit like
Played snooker, I'm sure.
when I first looked at him, I thought it was James Adams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's kind of got a little bit of look.
They
like
look
that a
very
little bit.
similar, you know. But after talking or listening to him in a conversation, I realized it was not James.
Yeah, I'm sure he sounds French-Canadian. I don't like how he gets down on the shot. See that, how he didn't get the right position?
Yeah.
Because he flops down on it. He should put his cue down first, like Melinda that won the women's tournament. If you go back and look at her video, you'll see how she puts her cue down, and then she gets down around, and she built her form around. So she's looking at the angle up here, getting the cue all ready, and then so she doesn't have to think about the angle when she's down on the shot.
She's already she's already decided where it needs to be.
Yeah, I love these flop downer guys. I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong, but when I see that, I'm thinking, man, I want to gamble with this guy because he'll get short shots like that. It's just all form errors, you know, watching the top players and how they play every single shot the same way all the time.
Right.
I notice errors more than I notice good play, because good play is just seamless and flawless, and it's like a good song or an excellent movie. You just don't even pay attention to the details of it. You just enjoy it.
Yeah, I imagine the bad play looks like a little spur, you know.
I notice it more, and it sinks in my brain. Why? Because I'm watching why they're missing. Oh. I can see what happened before they missed. I don't know. You do too. I hear you predicting the future as well on shots.
Well, sometimes you know, it's just through experience you can tell what's most likely going to happen.
Exactly, that's what it is. So yeah, he looked at the angle. That was right. I could see he got down real good on this ball. I could see him making this ball.
If he misses,
tough shot.
He should miss to
high.
The pro side, which would be the long rail.
Right. He's taking a long time down on. I don't like this. Yeah, he's too much.
Oh,
but
he made it.
That was pretty good. I bet he plays on a lot of snooker tables. That's what that looked like.
Probably.
Because they're shooting on pockets that are like an inch big.
Yeah,
I mean,
that are rounded.
Yeah. Oh, that's brutal, man. Have you ever seen that Chinese pool on the Chinese pool tables?
I've seen a little bit, but nothing to say that.
Man, that is a tough.
Make any comments on.
It's basically a 9-foot table with rounded pockets. And man, I watched the pro guys play this game. Those guys could not make a ball in the break. None of them.
Really?
None of them could hit the pockets. Nobody could make a ball. It was just like bounce. You have to hit the exact. You cannot touch the rail.
I got you.
You cannot. You have to hit the exact center of the pocket every time. And man, it was seriously. It was cool though. They're on YouTube.
Regular size. Balls.
Yeah, it was just like this table, but with rounded pockets. You can actually go on Inside Pool's YouTube channel and check that out. Chinese 8-ball, Chinese pool. I filmed that last year in Norfolk after the U.S. Open, and then the whole entourage was there, and they took me out to this amazing dinner, and I had this awesome dinner with the whole people, and they invited me to go to China for like 4 months and stream and work with their universities and their government billiards program.
Really?
So yeah, I don't know if I'm invited right now. I could go. I just don't know if I want to go because you got to get a Chinese visa, and then it's a communist country.
Right.
So you can't make any mistakes anywhere, and I'm prone to making some mistakes. So
I understand. Yeah.
But it would be an awesome opportunity. So anyway, long story short, Canadians these guys are used to playing on snooker tables, which have those rounded pockets. So I guess the whole point of the story is these guys should be pretty good shot makers on a 9-foot Brunswick with big 4 1/4 inch pockets or bigger.
Yeah, they should be.
4 5/8. I'm not sure which one, how big they are, but they're a nice accepting pocket. You should be able to play a lot of nice shots.
Mike has moved to Vegas, remember?
Okay, so he's playing in Vegas now.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how much
so you're going to get a lot of action there.
snooker he's playing nowadays.
No, but I'm sure it was trained. I'll have to look at their stances and stuff and see if I see any of that, because they're not playing 9-foot big table up there. Like, you know, it's just not the same. It's not the same as in the United States.
Right. And
I don't know how long they've been in the United States.
And a snooker stance is pretty easily identifiable. You know, I mean.
He does play European, though. I've seen how he got down on that ball. Reminds me like Mika Immonen a little bit. Good shot. Now, Mika brings his cue down directly in front of him, which is a good way to do it.
I've seen some
Speaking
players
of
do
Mika.
that.
No, that's not a bad way to do it.
Yeah.
But it's when you sweep in from the right or the left with your cue. I just don't like that. As you're going down on the ball.
Right.
I just don't like that.
Boy, he played a nice little safety there.
That was a nice shot. He's seeing a whole lot of 7-ball here.
Yeah.
Or whatever ball it is. It's about as big as a kiwi seed.
Yeah. That's a 7.
It's about as big as a pomegranate. No, a papaya seed. Tell I'm down in Florida, huh? Eating all that tropical fruit.
Right. So I guess he's going to.
Kind of hankering for a coconut. All right. Now, speaking of, thank you.
There you go.
All right. You're awesome.
Dinner is
Thanks.
served.
Man, was that like some. I'm psychic. Ask my friends, they'll tell you. I read their mind, brother.
I'm not too
Give me
sure
2
I like
seconds.
the way he's going about trying to kick at this ball. From our angle here, it looks like that 8-ball is in the way. He's having to go, unless he's going to try to go 2 rails. Yeah, he went 2 rails. Wow, okay. Pascal gets up to the table, pockets a 4, gets on the 6. Makes the 6, and nice little angle on the 7. It's almost straight in, but not quite. You don't really want to be straight in unless it's a road map where everything's a stop shot.
Oh, man, straight in is the worst.
You know, the only time you want to be straight in is if you're playing the money ball.
The only time you want to be straight in is if you're going into a bank. That was terrible. That was really stupid. I need to quit doing this for the day. I'm getting a little tired. Actually, you win an amazing trophy for this. There's no, we're playing for dough on this event.
Right.
You're winning an awesome trophy. We'll talk about that after he sinks this 9-ball here, which he's more than likely to do with the way he's shooting. Beauteous.
Nice shot.
All right, so we're at 2-2 now, correct?
2-2.
Racing to 7.
Oh.
And we're here at the U.S. Amateur Championships at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida, and it has just absolutely been just an amazing, gorgeous day outside, hasn't it? And inside. You've been in here a lot.
I've been inside mainly today.
You stayed inside the whole day? You didn't go out?
Pretty much because
your eyes adjusting, right?
Yeah, I did go outside once, and it was so bright outside.
I know.
I feel like a vampire.
Yeah, it's good for pool players to actually stay inside the pool room.
Yeah.
I really do. Your eyes take 40 minutes to adjust
Yeah.
to the light in here. So
I noticed that he's drawing the cue ball off that rack. Look at there. He's going to scratch again. He's hitting the balls with a power break. Nothing wrong with that. But when you draw the cue ball, I mean, you just I'd rather see him draw it going straight at the rack versus an angle and hitting it with draw. You know.
definitely. Go ahead, you can take it. Hit the mutes. Hit mine as well.
Legal assignment for John Butt, table 6. Mark Lancaster to table 9, please.
All right, folks, back in here. We are at 2-2. It looks like Mike made a position error. Looks like he's slightly hooked by the 9 from our angle. That's what it looks like. He might be able to. Oh yeah, he was able to get through there. And he got a nice little kick on the 9, so he's going to be straight, pretty much straight in, right into the side pocket. Take a 3-2 lead. Yeah, I'm sure he's liking that quite a bit. I'd like to take a minute, thank a couple people who helped me get out here. My league operator, David and Allison Miller. If you play in and around Dallas area, South Dallas, Garland, Mesquite, Forney, you couldn't ask for better league operators. They've helped me quite a bit, and I truly appreciate them. Also, Miss Legine Valdez out there at Timeout Cafe, Forney, Texas. Jamie at Side Pockets, Waxahachie, Miss Brenda Haney, and Miss Donna Weber. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all your help out there. That's a nice solid break. Doesn't look like anything's going to go in. Got a dry break. He hit him good. Cue ball went down to the end rail. Pascal's coming to the table, trying to figure out what he wants to do, what his options are. I had a friend of mine, or I shouldn't talk about him in the past, as he's still around, and he's a very good guy. His name's Charlie Wilhott. He used to always say, length is strength. You leave your opponent long, and it's very good for you. Charlie makes rhino cues. I've known him 20 years or better. Good man. Lives out in West Texas now. He used to live closer to my hometown area, Lake Jackson. Used to live in a little town called Danbury. Charlie's out in West Texas now, still making cues. If you're looking for a cue, makes a good hitting cue. left him where you can see it. Mike made a hit it full, but left it right there in the side pocket for Pascal. He's coming to the table with a nice shot, and I'm sure he's really liking what he's coming up to. He must not like the path he's going to have to take to get on the 2. That's why he's taking a little extra time. Just make sure he gets where he needs to be. He's thinking about it a little bit. See, I think he should have readjusted and walked around the table. Just check his angles just a little bit. You know, you raise up like that, move your feet. You know, walk around, look at some other shots, look at some other angles. Make sure you get a good view of what's going on. I mean, if something prompted you to get back up off your shot, then you should walk around the table a little bit. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's forcing you to shoot right away. So, you know, unless you're taking 2 minutes per shot, don't feel like you have to shoot fast. You know, yeah. I mean, the main thing is you want to be methodical about your approach. You want to do the same things over and over every time till basically your body is becoming a machine, a ball-making machine. And then you're basically, after you get your fundamentals down, you're not even thinking about anything really. You're just in another zone, and you're just shooting balls in, and next thing you know, your opponent's racking the balls again, and next thing after that, you blink a couple times and the match is over. You know, you just want to get in that zone. I mean, you start hitting them really good. It's almost like an out-of-body experience when you're in the zone. I mean, you're literally. I mean, it's almost, if you never have been in the zone, you don't. It's a little hard to describe. It's almost like you're watching yourself do things that you couldn't believe that you normally are that you're doing, and it almost gets to be where you're a little nervous or concerned, because unless you've experienced this many times, the first time or the second time you don't want to lose you don't want to get out of the zone, but yet but you got to just stay focused, and just enjoy what you're doing, enjoy the moment, and just keep letting your body do the same things over and over, and you will find yourself, before you know it, in that out-of-body experience, pocketing balls that seem ridiculously tough or not tough anymore, and again, your opponent's racking, and then next thing you know, you're collecting the cash.
Man, that was deep, man. That was deep, Bobby. That was deep. Man, I've heard that before somewhere, like in my dreams or something. I think you're like that guy that everybody sees in their dreams. You ever heard about that guy?
Yeah.
They asked like 500 people to draw this in the same. They all drew the same guy, and he's like this really kind of looks like you, man. I think, man, that was deep, man. You took me to another dimension.
I took you to another dimension.
Man. That was some deep stuff there. I liked it. I liked it, man. I like commentating with you. You're right on with what you were saying, though. I mean, I totally agree with you. And guess what? It's even crazier than that.
Yeah.
It's even crazier than that, but that's very accurate.
It's happened a couple times. Actually, really only once that I can remember that, that I got in the zone and I was having like an out-of-body experience. Man. And it was, it was years ago.
Was that in high school?
No. It was, it was out of high school.
All right, we're here at the U.S. Amateur Championships here at Strokers Palm Harbor.
It's a nice solid break.
Yeah, he keeps throwing that cue ball over the table, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, that time he got kissed.
I don't like his in the center. I don't like his balls in the center there.
No.
Sometimes if you have a good break that makes a ball, but it doesn't do a good layout, it doesn't. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Going back to the zone.
Yeah,
you know,
take me back.
No, I was just gonna say that.
Take me there, brother.
Once,
Brother Louis.
once I was sitting there thinking, man, this is the best pool I ever played. As soon as that thought came into my mind,
You
I
came
got
back
out
in
of
your
the,
body.
Yeah, I got out of the zone.
See, you came back in your brain. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That the mind, man, the mind and the brain, two different things. The egoic mind, pretty crazy. Look at that 9 ball.
Yeah, it's I don't know if that's
the 7 ball.
wired or no, it looks like it's pointing towards the end
Yeah,
rail.
he can't get it. Guy's head's got a very interesting haircut.
And maybe not a lot of barbers there in Canada.
No, I was talking about the guy at camera 2. Talking about this guy's
Oh,
head. That was Mike. Yeah,
That's
you were
Mike.
right. You were right on. Yeah.
sorry guys, I didn't mean to offend
that
any
was
of the
good.
Canadians.
Yeah. I don't think anybody was offended, man. Probably more by me than you, which is fine. I like it. All right. Pascal. Isn't that like a unit of measurement or something?
Oh,
Pascal? I can't remember.
the famous scientist.
Oh, yeah, that was a scientist. To look him up, see what he did. Lewis, right? Louis Pascal.
I
Didn't he
believe
invent
that's right.
the,
It's
let me think,
it's,
penicillin or something? No, that was another guy. Pascal. I'll have to look him up. I never remember. Brother Lewis.
I thought it was the Floby.
The Floby? I thought it was My Pillow. Blaise Pascal, French mathematician. See, French?
Yeah.
See? I bet he was named after Blaise Pascal. Writer and Catholic theologian. Well, I don't know if I like that.
No, it was Lewis.
The child's
It's
prodigy.
It's a top
Blaise.
guy.
Jean Louis Pascal. Okay, there's 2 different ones here. No, this is the mathematician. All right, back to the match. Look him up later.
Yeah.
Jean Louis Pascal, what was he? Academic French architect. Okay. All right. Dr. Louis Pascal, character.
Oh, he's got his own Facebook.
Clairvoyant. Nice. Dr. Louis Pascal is a character in Cheers. All right, we're all messed up. I'm done.
Mike made a nice shot on the
Yeah. All right.
on the ball, played a 2-rail
Getting
safe.
delirious here. You get a little science lesson, entertainment lesson, little physics and multi-dimensional.
Get it all.
Oh yeah,
All you have to
Insightful
do is
TV
log
APA.
in and listen.
Yeah, so thank APA for this stream if you're enjoying yourself, or if you're not, still give them a thanks for. You can turn us down and just watch if you like.
Yep.
But we'll try to focus more on the match. Sorry, we're enjoying hanging out here at Strokers. Probably one of the better pool rooms you can go to. I mean, what else do you need? How can you get better?
I don't know.
Not much, huh?
You can turn the music up a little louder.
Yeah. Yeah, old YouTube doesn't like that. They get to censor you even more
Oh,
than they
yeah.
already are doing.
Yeah, I had streamed a few of my matches, and due
They don't
to
like that.
music,
Yeah.
they wouldn't let me post them.
Which I don't blame them. Artists
Yeah.
need paid for their work, whatever. Okay, so he's moving the chair out of the way, digging deep for this shot.
It looks like he's going to stroke it in there.
Man, this is tough. This is like one of them straight-in
I
shots.
don't know if he's going to roll
Let me
it
see
or
if we
not.
can get it on camera here. Well, he's got a tiny little bit of angle, but yeah, he's going to have to soft roll forward on this. It's nice and easy, I think. You don't jam this ball, do you?
No.
Yeah, he missed
Still
it.
missed it.
That's a tough shot, man. He left it right. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he can make this ball right. He's not hitting the corner of the 9, is he?
He can spin around the 9, but I don't know if I'd like doing that, because if you do spin around the 9 and you do make it, then you're subject to, you're underneath the 9, having to shoot at the 5. but that might be his best option. And just maybe play it safe on the 5. Oh, he can make it.
He went a little too much on that,
He
didn't
was so happy that he could make it. He hit it too hard.
It's easy to do. You just played on this table, so is it starting to break in yet, or
You
what?
know, it was rolling a lot faster than these other tables.
Oh, yeah.
Just like you had said when we were talking on a previous match.
I could tell.
I mean, there
This
was
will
some
be
shots that I thought I was going to get a clear open shot, and the next thing you know, it's married up on the ball, and I think he might be chasing the 9 right here. No, he didn't.
No, but it was in his head. That's probably why he was stretching. He didn't grab the rake. That's from what I could see. Maybe something was funky about his stroke there.
If you start stretching over the table, everything changes.
Sure, that's not your stroke. You only shoot that shot 1 out of 30 times, right? 1 out of 20, maybe.
You don't even. Obviously, you want to leave
that.
yourself where you're not stretched out over the table, but when you do stretch yourself out over the table, like you said, your stroke is going to change. The angles change just a little bit, and you have to compensate for all that stuff.
He looks like Napolopoulos or whatever his name is from the Mosconi Cup. Nick Kamanopoulos. Can't pronounce any of these names.
Yeah.
Napolopoulos.
Look at this.
He's a heck of a shooter, that guy from Athens.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, look at this bad boy here.
He's somewhat hooked on the 5, but the 9 is right there.
The 9? 9.
So if he gets a nice kick on this, he's going to send that 5 right towards that 9.
All right.
Ride the 9.
Ride the 9. I got to learn
Either
that Texas accent.
Grab Shorty and jump
Shorty. Airborne.
No, he's going to clip it.
He's going for.
I don't know if I like that. He came out real good.
It's okay.
Come out real good on that.
Yeah, it's okay. Distance.
Yeah.
Length is strength.
There you go.
Yeah, buddy.
Charlie Wilhite said it.
Length is strength. Okay. It's the truth, man. Now he needs to trade positions. He needs to kick this ball back. Doesn't he? He needs to put the cue ball where the 7 ball is, basically, and the 5 ball. Can he go? What's he going to do here?
I'm trying to. I think he's got enough angle.
You think he can't shoot it?
I think he can go 1 rail.
Okay.
I think he can bank it back and.
All right. Yeah. That could work, right?
And then if he
I don't
gets
know if I'd shoot the shot on. I'd shoot the.
He might make the 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there is a.
Why go for this?
Yeah. When
At
it's just a little
3-3.
bump.
Yeah, it's just a little touchy little shot you can play.
Oh,
he totally
missed
whiffed
the
it.
whole 9.
He was trying for safety, though.
Yeah. Think so?
I
I don't know.
The speed he was playing in, I think he was.
I think he was
What do you
trying to
think?
make
He was
it.
trying to make the ball? Okay. What?
Because I think his speed
He
would have
might
been
have-
about 2 2 levels,
Sure.
2 notches less.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He'd been hitting more at a lag speed if he was trying to play safe.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. That's why I got you here. You get paid the big bucks.
Yeah, when does that check get cashed?
The end of the tournament. So, yeah. They can go to CompuSport.ca, as we mentioned, to check out all the superheroes and what they're doing in the brackets. CompuSport.ca here at the U.S. Amateur Championship.
Ooh.
Ouch. Ouch. Is he going to get lucky?
Yeah, he did.
He's good.
Yeah, he's got a little grin on his face because he knew he almost lost it. This is a pretty, just make sure you make this ball, come 1 rail, easy peasy.
Okay.
Yep. Just like that, we're at 4-3.
Yes. The momentum is
Shifting.
this is a good, start. The engine started, basically. This is the way I look at this situation, this break.
Yeah.
Your engine started, you're in first gear running. What are you gonna you either gonna putter out or you're gonna hit second gear?
Right. You got a good chance here
Stall.
for break and run.
Yep. Or you
Come
can
off
stall
the
out.
stall. Come off the stall.
Yep.
And put yourself up 5-3, with a nice little break and run going into the 8 ball. Let's step away for just a second.
Go for it,
guys.
brother. Go for it.
All right, guys. Short little bathroom break there. Looks like Mike just missed the 3-ball. Left Pascal, decent little shot on it. Earlier, I took a second to thank a few people. You know, I didn't get a chance to thank my friends and family that are out there supporting me. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. My lovely wife, Katie. Can't wait to get home, babe. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think he's liking that. I mean, he knows he missed a good opportunity. Hit a good shot, but the harder you hit them, the more accurate you have to be with your aim. You know, those pockets are a little forgiving, but you try to spear one in, you better be right on the money. Catch any little rubber going down, it will just jar up on you, just like we've seen just now. It's a nice shot right there. Separated, got some separation on those balls. Yeah, folks, I'm telling you, if you've never participated in this event, it's definitely worth it. If you want to see where you're at skill level wise, you know, I mean, you can get out there and gamble, you know, but when the bright lights are on, the pressure's on, you know, and you're out there doing your thing, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. to see where you're at. These guys they're concentrating, but I'm telling you, they're loving every minute of it. They're going to have a story to tell for life. You got to get out here. I got some friends back home that missed the cut. I'd like to see my friend Billy Hicks out here. He's a good player. Doug Jennings. I'd like to see my friend Kobe Rayburn down in Brazoria. Kobe is an excellent player. Ricky Hughes. These guys are great players. They need to get out here. All right. Mike tied it up. It's 4-4. Looks like we got us a ball game, folks. I'm going to start 8 ball. All knotted up. We're going to play 5 games of 8 ball until somebody wins 7 games total. Every match is a race to 7 until you get to the finals. It's a double elimination tournament. Once you get to the finals, it's 1 race to 11. So even if you haven't lost any of your matches and you're waiting in the hot seat, waiting for your opponent, and your opponent makes it over there to you, you get to the finals, it's just 1 race to 11. 8 games of 8 ball, 13 games of 9 ball until somebody wins 11 games. It's a nice solid break. Balls open up pretty nicely. There's a couple balls up on the north end of the table there that may be a little bit of a problem. Looks like he made a strike. At 13 looks like it could be an issue from this angle. He's checking it out now. Oh, it's not so bad. I think that camera angle tells the story right there. So that 13's a lot more workable than I originally looked at. Mike made a nice shot getting started. Just grabbing the crutch. He fell short. He fell short. He does not like that, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he preferred to. I mean, it might be cuttable, but I think at this point, might be better off playing safe, sticking them on that ball right there. That's solid. I don't think it looks like he's going to try. It looks like he's trying to cut this 9 ball. He did. Boy, he made a nice shot on that. Made a real nice shot. Must have been a little more air in between those balls than what we can see. Surprised he put the rake up. Seems like the next shot would be the 15. Yeah. He must have been reading my mind. Trying to get sized up here. He's moving the stick back and forth. I'm not Not liking that too much. That stick's planted and figure it out. Nice, make a nice little poke at it. He did good. He did good. He's back in line where he needs to be. The key is going to be that 13 that we were looking at just a minute ago. Sorry I don't have a zoom, folks, but the 13 definitely looks like it's makeable. And if he doesn't like that angle from there, it probably would go on the side. So if he can make this 11 ball and come to the bottom rail with some left spin, he might be able to play the 13 in that side pocket on the left side. Nope, he's just going to go one rail back up. Yeah, I don't think he's liking this as much. It's still makeable, though. From this angle, it looks like he can make it. He's just going to have to spin it in with some left English. Let's see if we can. I think he's gonna be okay. It's just gonna have to spin it in, and of course the 8's gonna go to the long rail. Depending how hard he hits it, you know, he obviously wants to hit it hard enough where it bounces off the rail so that he can shoot the 8 in the side. Oh, he made it nice and clean. Guess that was a little rough humor right there. Nothing wrong with that. Enjoy the time that you're in front of the camera. Everybody's doing a real good job. The referee's been great. I haven't heard of anybody complaining about a missed call. Mike made a real nice break and run right there. So he's up 5-4. He's in control. He's at the table, in charge of his own destiny. Pascal's probably trying to figure out what he needs to do to get back in this match. I guess the first thing he needs to do is Mike not make a ball so he can get to the table. Mike keeps making balls and running racks. It's adios, Pascal. See you next year. Solid. That was a solid break. Come up dry. A 13 ball almost went in the side pocket, caught the point, almost went down in the corner pocket. It looks like the 5 ball almost went in. I mean, several balls going to the pockets, but nothing fell. So now Pascal is back at the table, and he's enjoying life once again.
Is he really?
Yes. Yes,
explain to me. I had to go make a phone call.
I think he's a little tired of Mike breaking and running on him, because Mike just had a nice little break and run in the first rack of 8 ball. So Pascal's living life once again at the table. He shot a stripe to make a solid. You can do that when the table's open. You just cannot use the 8 ball. So now he's refocusing, seeing what he needs to do. He definitely does not want to let Mike back to the table there.
Pascal is a unit of measurement,
Yes.
as I thought it was.
Yes.
Pressure, internal pressure, stress. Pascal symbol is the SI derived unit of pressure.
You want to feel stressed, buddy? You get on that
Oh,
table.
yeah. Playing this guy,
You get under the lights.
pressure and stress, man. It's
You
perfect.
get under the lights. I just challenged
Wow.
about 5 of my buddies to get their butt up here and start
Man.
playing.
Pascal puts the millibar units pressure up on you, doesn't he?
Yes.
his name. I mean,
Living it
it's
up.
in his name.
That's right.
Playing.
You got to live up to your name, right?
Exactly. This guy does. I had to look. I'm like, I know that that's a unit of measurement.
Yeah.
Of some sort. Yes. Okay. I'm done with that now.
You're done with
OCDs.
it now we're done with all right, Pascal.
All right.
We're done with you.
All right. I had to figure that out, so I'm happy now.
Pascal's still at the table.
Yes, sir.
And again, he's trying to hold serve, with Mike dry breaking. Mike had a good break, several balls going to the pocket,
too hard.
but yeah, just nothing fell.
Amped up, adrenaline.
They made a real nice break and run that last rack. And,
that's what happens, man. They break and run and get excited, and then they break dry the next rack.
Yeah,
because they're too excited.
Pascal started out with the combo,
Yep.
a stripe into a solid, and now he's at the table.
Here at the U.S. Amateur Championships at Strokers, place you want to be.
This is the place.
See if you can fire these balls in here.
What a great time for pool, man. The winter
Yes.
months. You got the U.S. Amateur in November. You got the Moscone Cup in December.
You got the Derby City in January.
You had the U.S. Open in October.
Yeah,
I mean,
and the American 14-1 at Diamond Billiards right
Yes.
before the U.S. Open.
Right.
Which I missed this year.
That was at Steinway, right?
No, that was the
Oh.
World 14-1. The American 14-1's at Diamond at Billiards in Richmond, Virginia,
Oh.
Midlothian, Virginia.
Okay.
So that's a whole slew of events. That
Yeah.
World 14-1, then the American 14-1, then the U.S. Open, then this event, then the Moscone Derby City Classic, Super Billiards Expo in March.
Yeah. Well, the hits just keep on running.
That's about it. And then summertime blast.
Let's see how he addresses this ball here. He's probably just going to hit it with a little top center, go to the end rail, come back in between the two stripes, just like that. Don't want to get too close to that stripe because then it diminishes how much of the 8-ball you're going to be able to see. But he's sitting real pretty right now. It's just a matter of making it. I'm sure he would have probably liked to have floated in between those two balls and been a little closer to the 8, but there's nothing wrong with this right here.
Yeah, I look for him to make this ball fine. He came down real nice on this shot. So.
Yeah, good call.
5-5.
5-5. We got us
alive,
a race.
Man. It's a good match here. It's a good match. And make sure you go to usamateurchampionship.com. Find out all about this event, how you can enter for next year. You can actually start the entry right now. You can.
Is that right?
Yeah, you can.
I thought signups were in April.
Nope, they changed it because so many people are interested. Jason Bowman, the marketing director, and Big Dog here, he was telling me about it. You can this
perfect.
year they started, and it is an open division, so ladies can, if they want to, they can come here and put the smack down, Guy Young Kim style, and wipe the floor. They want to.
Get all over it like a spider monkey.
Exactly. We'll break off here in rack 11.
He hit a pretty solid break right there. It looked like he tried to hit the second ball, but he hit it with some force. Problem is he didn't make a ball, so here comes Mike. He's licking up his chops and saying, hey, how can I run this rack too so that Pascal doesn't get back to the table. Surveying the land here.
Well, speaking of 3-cushion billiards, Guy Young Kim. You like that?
Nice segue.
Man, I'm getting really, really tired. No, speaking of Guy Young Kim, she likes to play 3-cushion billiards. That's what she was trained in. And that's why she's so good. I mean, she just, crushes everybody. She's like Shane Van Boning of the women's. And I really think that that's important to train for this event. 14.1 to train for 8-ball, and 3-cushion billiards for 9-ball.
For 9-ball.
For the safeties and such. I think it really, as well as your regular 8-ball, 9-ball practice, just to have that depth of playing. If you can find a 3-cushion billiard table somewhere, those old guys with the aprons on, when you walk in the morning, they're drinking water.
Yeah.
They're drinking water all day at the pool room, playing 3-cushion billiards. Go hang out with those guys a little bit and talk to them. And
I know they have one in. They play 3-cushion in Round Rock.
There you go.
Down there where they hold the Texas State Open.
If you want to play better pool, man, practice you some 3-cushion.
Yeah, down at Skinny Bob's,
really
they
nice.
do play some 3-cushion down there.
I'm not a 3-cushion fan, but I just know how important it is.
Yeah, I
am
actually
in a way, but it's,
I have not participated in 3-cushion.
well, play some and then come back to this event next year and tell us how it works. And play some 14-1.
I do play 14-1.
You do? Don't you think it's good for 8-ball?
I do. I do.
I mean, it's so similar with setting up on the 8-ball, the last shot, the last few shots. It teaches you so much. So I think that's the best training method for this 8-ball, 14-1 at the same time when you're training, and then 9-ball, 3-cushion billiards if you can.
Yeah.
And then come here and take this giant thousands and thousands of dollar trophy home.
All right.
And
win it all. Go to Virginia next October. Participate in the U.S. Open.
Free entry. You can come here and stay in the amazing hotel we're in. What do you think about that hotel?
Oh man, it is a top-notch hotel.
Oh yeah,
DoubleTree
takes real good care of us.
I mean,
doesn't she?
Yes, she
APA
does.
really does.
Yes, she does.
Poolplayers.com, friends.
For nothing else, I mean, they'll give you a cookie every day. You can even get 2 cookies, and they're already warm. They're chocolate chip with walnuts. I mean, I shouldn't even have them. I shouldn't have them, but they're so freaking delicious.
Yeah, the APA puts on a fantastic event here. I mean, you just can't get any better.
No, you can't.
You can't. There's nothing you can do to make this better.
The only thing you can do is get your butt into a tournament, get qualified, and get over here.
Come down. We'll let you commentate on the stream and with us. And
then you'll understand what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a unique event. So, all right, well, let's take a look.
I mean, there's guys all ages in this tournament. You know, you've got some guys in their early 20s. You've got some guys in their 60s. And I don't know, there may be a 70-year-old in there too. I'm not sure.
That's what's nice about this game. You can be any age and play.
Right. But if you ever thought about where you stand amongst your peers, try this tournament.
Definitely.
You're not winning cash. You're winning a prestigious event that.
Cash would ruin it.
I think you're right. Yeah, I mean,
it'd be like I wouldn't even want to be here if they were playing for money.
No, I mean, to be called the U.S. Amateur Champion, I mean, that's forever.
That's worth my time.
You know, I mean, he doesn't get any better than that. He made a nice shot.
Yep, he's patching his pocket up there with his mind.
Yeah.
And he's going to send this 8-ball to great beyond, get to the hill. Center ball, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's all I got to say. Center ball.
Yeah.
No English.
Don't do anything tricky.
Too many. This guy does a lot of different strokes, so he does that funny last. He slows down his last stroke, which is you can get away with stroking a million times if you do that nice short backstroke. I like how he played that ball. I don't know. I'm more of a 1-2-3 hit kind of guy.
Right. Try to hit on the same stroke every time.
Yeah. No other decisions being made while I'm down on the shot.
Right.
Decisions have already all been made. And that's how the best players do it anyway. After
Absolutely.
you look at them making ball after ball after ball after ball after ball.
Boy, you know what? They're on the 9.
Yep. All right, so just a little update here. As you can see, we're whittling down to this round. The empty tables in the background. Kind of waiting on this match to finish. And going into round 17. We're in 16 now. 6-5.
Mark Lancaster to table 9.
Mark Lancaster is actually one of their heroes. Let me see them sheets. Whose hero is it? Is it? Man, I'm stuttering or something. Okay, here it is. It's Pascal, okay? Mark Lancaster, what a player, influences in his life. So,
Not bad.
he had a couple tables available in high school, Pascal here, and started playing tournaments at 18. The CPA. I've done some work with them. Look, he's got some tournament wins under his belt here, and says he always tries to play the right shot and he plays the book. I can see that in his game. He's a technical player.
Yeah.
Old Pascal. He's a very measured player. I wasn't going to say anything if you didn't get that. I wasn't just going to keep going. I was testing you. You passed.
See if I was listening.
See if you could think outside the box a little bit. I wasn't going to say nothing. You laughed good fast, though, so that was good.
Oh,
man,
boy.
I got to quit
Very
doing this
measured.
for tonight. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. Jeez, they're getting bad. All right.
All right, folks. He's
Enough
getting
of that.
down on the ball. He definitely doesn't like it. It's a touchy shot.
matches.
Yep.
Yeah. He
Andy
fired it
Rochester,
in.
Chris Walls, table 2.
Fired it
Oh,
in.
man, there's all kind of crazy people
Tyler
all over the
Chappell,
place, man. This
Preston
place gets
Buckle,
nuttier and nuttier as
table
the
4.
hours go on. Did you ever notice that?
Oh, yeah.
In a certain time of night, it just really gets weird in here. In a good way.
Yeah.
It's getting to that
Henry
weird
Rowe,
time.
Jeffrey Cuseta, table 8. Kenneth Brisbane, Mike Tucci, table 10.
It is
Jeremy
Saturday
Edwards,
night, so
Paul Langley,
Oh, yeah,
table
that's right.
11.
You kind of lose track.
for those
of-
who are in time, I'm not in time. I'm staring at a same pool table for 5 days.
Yeah, you kind of lose track of time and days, and you're just in here and just.
All I see is the table, the same view all the time. All it is the balls move around and different people change.
Different measurements.
Yeah, different pressurized situations and measurements, angles, math to be done. Guys are working.
Oh.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, that was a pretty big miss. Letting Mike back to the table. He's on the hill. Mike's trying to figure this out, make sure that if he's got a good opening shot, that he makes sure that he goes from the first to the last all the way through. He doesn't want to let Pascal
You ain't gonna make no more mistakes. I'll
back
tell
to
you
the
that.
table. No, you do not want to make balls and then miss.
Look at Pascal's looking around the room though. I don't like that.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you
Stay
got
on the table. I don't care if your opponent's playing. Just look at your balls and what you're gonna do.
Yeah. I lost a little focus.
That
I
will.
should
It'll
say,
pull your focus out.
yeah. I looked at the TV for a split second,
Not
but I
good,
tried to
dude.
make sure that I got right back on the table and just watched him, for everything that he was doing.
You don't even have to look at him. Just look at
watch
the
the table.
felt.
Yeah.
Just look at the felt. Just don't leave the table, or you'll miss something.
Yeah.
You'll miss a weakness that you can see. Art of war, man. Never interrupt a opponent from destroying himself. You can see all these little things that they're doing.
Right.
And that sharks them too. It doesn't shark them, but it gets in their head when they know you're
That you're just as in tune as they are.
exactly. Because they'll see. I notice when a guy's looking away. I turn the juice up when I see that.
That was a nice shot.
Strategy. Yeah, it was a great shot. This
Rolled
guy
up.
shoots really well.
Rolled up on that 15 up there.
I noticed the Canadian players do play really well. Well, they got that little Alex Pagulayan running all over the
Oh,
place,
man.
smashing everybody. So they have to play good to
That
hang
guy is
with
a
him.
giant killer.
Man, one of the best players I've ever seen. I think he probably is. I think he's probably my favorite player, really.
Yeah.
I mean, he just beats everybody.
I mean, for being 4'6", 4'6", I mean, the guy plays like he's 6'4".
Yeah, I think him and Niels and Darren and Shane, of course. Total, got to respect Shane.
Right.
But, man, Alex Pegulayan, I would never bet against him.
Yeah. No, I mean,
How could you with anybody, any player?
the guy plays really
Total
strong.
toss-up.
He plays all games strong. And that was a joke, guys.
Great
So
shot.
he's not 4'6". I mean, he's probably more.
He's like 5'1" or something.
yeah,
5
he is
foot.
a short guy, but he's not 4'6".
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Carries
know him
himself
personally,
well.
so I don't
He's
I
amazing.
shouldn't really
I know
joke
him.
about him like that.
He's a very dynamic individual, and he's hilarious.
Now,
Man,
I
your
have seen
gut
him
will
on time.
split.
He does look like he has a good time. He
He is
laughs
so
about
funny.
things.
So funny. I have just like laughed so hard, like I cannot believe this guy's doing this. He's so funny, kind of a reaction. Yeah, he's a natural, talented, awesome dude. You want to learn about playing pool? Watch Alex Pegulayan. You'll see. Look him
He
up
does a
on
lot of things good.
YouTube.
He's got an amazing broad jump too.
Oh yeah, he can do all them crazy tricks and stuff. But these guys all play with him. I guarantee both of these guys have played Alex many times. Canadians play strong, man. I'll tell you this. I can't remember the couple of the other guys' names up there, but they were really good on the snooker tables. And then when they got on the 9-foots like this, they played like these guys. They were
Yeah.
just,
Well,
the pockets look huge
wasn't
to
there
them.
a Paul Portier from up
Yeah,
there?
yeah, I remember him. Yeah, great player. I remember filming him way back in like 2002,
Yeah,
2003.
showing my age a little bit.
Los Angeles Bicycle Club.
But yeah, good player.
People out there might remember those tournaments at the Bicycle Club.
Oh yeah.
Los
Those.
Angeles.
I mean, bicycle club, Sands.
Oh yeah,
You know, I mean,
awesome.
those are some good times.
And that's great that these guys come down from Canada and play in these events
Oh,
down
yeah.
here. That's awesome, man. They
Absolutely.
come down and they're great people too. I'm really enjoying being around all these fine individuals here. Very professional event. Yeah, like I said, money would ruin this thing.
Yeah,
man.
I agree.
So-
I mean, there's, it's a prestige thing. You want to be the amateur champion,
Oh yeah. It's like the U.S. Open champion.
right? I mean, and winning this event, you do have an opportunity to win money. It's just in the
Sure.
U.S. Open with the big boys,
Right.
So,
I
Go big.
guarantee not one person in this entire room is thinking about making any money off this tournament.
oh no,
They're here for the prestige,
Ooh.
the title, and they
Look
want
at
that
that
big
shot.
trophy. That was great.
that was a nice shot. He pocketed Pascal's ball that was in the corner and stuck him below his ball. He is underneath his own ball. Now,
That's good for the momentum, the mind momentum.
yeah, now Pascal probably has an easy safe. He probably can, if depending how much room is between the ball and the rail, he might just be able to just barely bump it and stick him further underneath his own ball, which then Mike would have to kick at it. Yeah, it looks like he could probably just thin it ever so slightly and stick them between the 3 and the rail. Mike would still have a 1-rail kick at the 9, but it wouldn't be anything that he would really want to do. I don't know if he's even considering that shot. Maybe it's not available to him. It seems like it, from this angle, it looks like it'd be a no-brainer just to kind of thin it. But I'm sure if he shoots it, he wants to trap that cue ball on that bottom rail.
Sure, because this could be his last shot of the rack.
It could
of the
very well
match.
be.
So he knows it too. You can see it.
And this is the one-loss side.
Somebody's going to the beach tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not sure who put Pascal on the left side, but Mike, I think he suffered a loss yesterday on this table. it was to Robert Hall. I'd have to check the app to see who he lost to.
Just joined us. We're at the U.S. Amateur Championships at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida. This is a match with Pascal Guimond, who you're looking at right here. He's playing Mike Leigh, who is in the center top of your screen there.
He lost to David Rowell.
Well,
on that table right there. I thought
Rowell's an ex-champion and a real grinder, so it's not a surprise.
And he lost to David 7-4 yesterday. And since then, he came back today, and looks like he's just won 3 matches today. He's beaten John Eagle III from Austin. Then he beat Michael Pickering. Pretty sure Michael is from the Longview area, Longview, Texas, and now he's also beat Chris Grader, and now he's playing Pascal Guimond.
Guimond. Got here early today, didn't you? You got here like
I was
9.
here, yeah. My first match was at 9 o'clock this morning, and I had to win 5 matches to get out of today, and I think I lost match number 3. Ended up in 33rd. Yeah, I played Jason Robinson and beat Jason pretty easily. Beat him 7-3. Then I went hill with David Ferguson. I believe David is from the Florida area. Seemed to have a few local people that were rooting him on. And then
did that get in your head?
No. I mean, they were. I mean, I could tell that they were rooting for him and whatnot, but that's fine. You know, what I mean,
yeah, of course.
People should be able to root for for somebody they know.
Man, I wish I would have known that. I would have come over and, come on, yeah, Bobby.
We were in that back corner. You would have had to leave the mic for a while.
I'd be over there.
Yeah, so, oh my goodness, had I beat Mark Montgomery,
it would have been time to play
Lord
Darthmore, right?
I would have had to play Amos Bush, who is from my home area.
Oh, okay.
Looks like Mark made quick work of Amos. He beat him 7-3.
Pascal gave up the ghost there, buddy.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, that was a sad situation I just watched there.
So Mark is already guaranteed 17th place. Amos goes home in 25th. I went home in 33rd, so.
Okay, lucky 33. That means you're coming back next year, and you're going to.
That's right. Well, you know, last time I was here, I got 33rd.
Stomp down on all these boys. 33, baby.
Something with those threes.
Oh, yeah.
3 years in a row, we've placed 33rd in Masters.
Man, you're magic, dude. You play the lotto tomorrow. Play the lotto.
Play everything with threes.
The lotto. There we go.
Oh, nice
Put
shot.
that ball in the hole.
Nice shot. Stroked it right in there.
I'm rooting for the player who's ahead.
Let's get this baby over with.
I'm rooting for both the players. I want to see it hill. I'm just teasing. That's an old joke for commentator's joke. Sometimes that is true, though. I don't care. If they're both my friends, I'm rooting for the one ahead.
There you go.
Let's go. Get this over with.
Uh-oh.
Did you go too far? Is it? Oh, man. Let's take a look at camera one.
Yeah.
I don't think he can hit this, my friend.
He can hit it. He just can't hit it enough to make it.
Yep.
He's going to.
Oh, head scratching time.
Yeah. Like, how did this go wrong?
Yep. What do we do here?
Oh, she's probably straight in. Yeah.
Okay, so he's one of these guys that make a big dramatic deal about a straight-in ball or about a ball that goes.
I know a guy back home like that.
He gets mad when he makes a good
he's
shot.
Straight in, he's throwing his hands up in the air. He's pointing on the table where he wanted to be.
Right. I love that. They're mad at themselves for making a good shot.
Yeah.
For getting it.
Like I should have been right here 2 inches over.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's it, folks.
All right, well, there you have it, my friends.
Mike moves on.
Bobby Martinez, my co-host here. Appreciate your time, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And I'm sure that all the fans out there on Facebook watching enjoyed it as well, your expert commentary. Thanks, everybody, for being out there. Thanks to the APA for having us, poolplayers.com. Again, USAmateurChampionship.com. Go to CompuSport.ca for the brackets. And stay tuned. We'll have another match soon.
There you go. Thanks, guys.